As people with past experience, not only in undergoing training, but in carrying out BSA's tasks as well, instructors can best evaluate the level of success of each of the attendants of selection training. I am very pleased. Of course, it can always be better, but I am pleased. The unit is of special purpose. It means that it has a component of a parachutist, diver, alpinist, sniper, training in skiing and all training such units in the world have. We can freely say that nowadays it is the most elite unit of the Croatian army as regards the tasks it carries out. It means within the minister's decision and orders of the Chief of General Staff and Commander-in-Chief. It is also trained to be compatible with NATO training and members. The amphibious 3rd Company of the Battalion for Special Actions is specialized for execution of amphibious landing operations at sea and internal waters and trained for diving on closed and open circle of breathing. Activities that are part of training of these special forces include training of combat swimmers. These are all forms of landing, by boats, ships and helicopters, diving on open circle, infiltration and exfiltration of the sea area and sowing of divers. The barracks Kovčanja on Mali Lošinj is often used as a training field. The structure of the shoreline provides almost ideal conditions for additional advanced training of special forces. During the exercise, special forces carry out all preparations and executive actions according to daily schedules. Besides preparing diving suits and diving equipment, one should not forget the necessary psychological preparation of the 3rd Company members. Some of the training tasks also include specific actions, where active participants are one moment in the helicopter and the next moment they hang out on net and finally they dive in blue of the sea. One can only assume how much is the described demand. For someone as Croatian Special Forces, such activities are everyday life. Expressions of their faces after they carried them out do not reveal anything except security in their skill level. It is certainly a result of long experience of amphibious company members, but also constant training and improvement of their skills. At each exercise, members of the 3rd Company do their best in each of the segments, even those especially complex and demanding in preparatory and implementation part, as the activity of night diving. All are parts of a complex entirety that special forces have to master to be able to completely integrate into an elite entity of the Battalion for Special Actions.
Evo, možemo reći, prošle godine imali smo 34, znači međunarodne suradnje. Ove godine je to već dignuto na 2008. godinu, znači u idućoj godini bit će...
Last year we had 34 international cooperations. In the next year this number will increase to 42 international cooperations. Countries we work with are mainly countries that are NATO partners, since we are also striving to join NATO. All training that is done with them, joint training of special forces, is carried out according to NATO standards.
Znači NATO standardi.
The first company of the Battalion for Special Actions is specialized for execution of air landing operations and occupying air landing bases. Members of the company carried out jumps with forced opening and freestyle jumps and are trained for helicopter landing, classical helicopter landing, landing with rope and with rappelling method. The company carries out basic and advanced parachute training as support to Croatian Air Force and Air Force Command. Speciality of the first company is also execution of jumps Halo and Heiho. It needs to be mentioned that members of this company and the entire battalion constitute the military and civilian Croatian national team at many international competitions. Those competitions are the best test of knowledge and skills of the special forces. As participants, members of the Croatian Special Battalion realize envious results. It suffices to mention the third place at the International Skiing Championship in the Republic of Germany and the skiing competition of alpinist units in the Republic of Italy, the international competition Anthropoid in Slovakia, with competition of 13 countries participants, or the first place 2 years ago. One can conclude that our special forces know their job and leave behind themselves many participants of special units from Europe and the world. All competitions that were held, all successful results and many international exercises and cooperations have shown so far that members of the Battalion for Special Actions carried out each of the tasks, applying completely all learned and improved skills. The stated is a reason why many high-ranking military